you see AY, it says A. AY you're going to see at the end of words. That's how the sound A is spelled at the end. Here are some examples. Stay, hey, may, tray, play, today, Tuesday. When you hear A at the end, you're going to spell it with an AY. When you see AY at the end, you're going to say A. Say. And it also follows the tap 2 rule that A says A because there's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. And remember, Y is a vowel when it's not the first letter, so it qualifies as being tap 2 rule followers. All right, so let me share my screen and we can get to work here. I mean, we've been working, haven't we? Okay, let's start marking our vowels to read these words. So this I is going to say I because those next 2 letters are consonants. AY is our new reading hack for the day that says A. It's a vowel team. So we have I, D, A. Yiday. Yiday. If you'll notice, my mouth is in a big, long, wide grin that whole entire time. Yiday. Yiday. Just opens a little bit at the end there. Okay, let's try your number 1. I'll be quiet while you work on this one. All right, so this Y is a consonant, this Y is a vowel, and it's part of the vowel team AY. Consonant Y says Y, AY says A. This I is going to say I because of the tap 2 rule. Those next 2 letters are consonants, so it's going to make its short sound. So our sounds are Y, I, T, A. Yite, yite. So far, so good. All right, number 2 here. We have a 3 sound word, 4 letters, 3 sounds. We have B, L, A, blay, blay. Without the L, it would be a real word, bay. Without the B, it would be a real word, lay. You're going to see AY at the end of a lot of words. It's a very common reading pattern. So go ahead and try yours over here. Okay, so AY says A. Here we have a D, A, dray. Now, I want you to really focus on your pronunciation or your articulation of this DR. Make it really clean, clear, crisp. I want to hear the D. Let me say that better. I want to hear the D and the both of those. Dray. Don't let it change into if you say it sloppily, it'll sound like a JR, dray, or a GR, no, a JR. Or it might sound like a CHR, tray. Get rid of these sloppy sounds and really concentrate on pronouncing the sound of that D, dray. Okay, number 3. Here we have another consonant Y that says Y. Our I says I because the next 2 letters are consonants. That's a consonant digraph. 2 letters that makes 1 sound is a digraph. So is this a digraph? Yeah. Is it a vowel team? Yeah. Is it a grapheme? Yeah, it's all 3 of those. So a digraph is 2 letters that makes 1 sound. 2 letters that make 1 sound. Di meaning 2, graph meaning letter. So this is a digraph, this is a digraph, this is technically a digraph. 2 letters that make 1 sound. However, this is a vowel team, this is not a vowel team. because there's not a vowel in there. Those would both have to be vowels in order for it to be a vowel team. Each letter would have to be a vowel. And everything here, every letter or set of letters that makes a sound is a grapheme. So yeah, that's a grapheme, that's a grapheme, 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 grapheme. Any letter or set of letters that makes a sound is a grapheme. So we have y, I, sh, t, a, yishte, yishte. All right, so when you read yours, make sure that you keep this th combined into its digraph sound, just one sound. Go ahead. You can divide it right here if you want. All right, so this Y says y, different than this Y, right? Consonant, vowel. This is actually a vowel team. So we have y, I, the I says I because the next two letters are consonants. Tongue between your teeth and your blow on that th. P, l, a. Let's do one syllable at a time. Yith, play. Yith, play. Yith play. That was not an easy word to read. Would you let me know in the chat if you got yith play without me? Y, yes, or A almost. Did you get yith play? Yith play. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, number 4. So what is this I going to say? Well, we know that we can see that there are 2 consonants after it. And when it's just a doubled one like that, then that's just an even quicker trigger for our brain to know that that's going to make its short sound. AY at the end says A. Our nice, friendly reading hack for the day. That's an always rule. Wait, is it? I think it is, but I'm not sure, so maybe I shouldn't be so confident. But I believe that AY says A always. If I'm wrong, then I'll let you know if I come up with an exception. So we have P, R, I, M, A. Prime, prime, prime. Now go ahead and try yours. Okay, so this I is going to say I, right? Because of the tab 2 rule, we have those 2 consonants after it, which makes it make its short sound. AY at the end says A. Trying to think if AY is ever in the beginning and middle. I really don't think so. Well, I learned that AY is always at the end, but I've also learned that what I've learned is not always correct. So I'm open to learning exceptions to what I've learned. So I'm teaching that AY says A at the end because that's how I have learned it, and that it's in my experience and my own research that's true. I don't think that AY will come at in the beginning or middle of words unless it's a compound word. So AY is an end of the word grapheme. It's how you spell A at the end, because you can't spell A at the end with an A, because A at the end says So to spell A at the end, you need that AY. So here we have blinne, blinne. That one was a little easier than yith play, but none of these are very easy. They're all somewhat challenging because they're brand new. Okay, do you have any that you want me to try with you here in the extra practice? Put your request number in the Q&A. Okay, Talon is first, number 5. Put my pencil back here. Okay, so we have an I, and an A. Now I'm going to give you a few minutes to work this one out on your own, and I'll come back with you and we can read it together. Go ahead. Three syllables, so it's going to sound like this. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, so this first I says I because of those two consonants after it. Same with this I because there are two consonants after it. AY at the end says A. So let's go one sound at a time here. Per, pri, prill, prille, prillish, prillishe, prillishe. Not the easiest of words to read, especially because of that R right there. Prillishe. How was that one? Let me know. Did you get it? Y or A almost? Nice, Joe. Nice. I love the exclamation point, Lily. Wow, well done. Okay, we have lots of requests for 8 and lots of requests for 9. So let's do these. 8 is intimidating me. I'm intimidated by looking at number 8, and I created the thing. So let's do this one. Let's see, this I is going to say I. Same with this I. AY says A. I'm going to give you a minute to try it on your own, and then I'll come back after you. If you want to break it up, I would break it up right here and right here. Okay, did I give you enough time to try this monster? So this I says I because of the tap 2 rule. This I says I because of the tap 2 rule. AY says A. First syllable. Sh, is, shis, shis. Second syllable. S, I, m, sim. Now when I put these two syllables together, these two S's are going to combine into one sound. Shisim, shisim. Starting with the T. Third syllable. T, a, tray. Make sure that you enunciate the T and the R as they were intended. Don't let that sound get sloppy. Tray. Putting shisim with tray. Shisim tray. Shisim tray. That was a doozy. How'd you do on that one? Y, yes, A, almost. And then, yeah, we're going to do number 9. Wow. Look at you guys. You got that. You guys got, holy smokes, so many Y's on that one. Don't worry, there's plenty of A's too. You're not the only one that almost got it, but a lot. Yes, you got it, but it was hard. Good for you. That's got to be a good feeling. Okay, number 10. No, 9. Okay, consonant Y, vowel team Y. This I says I, this I says I, AY says A. Go for it. I'm dividing it into syllables if that helps. This is a fun one, I can tell. It's going to be fun to say. This L is going to be the hardest letter, so make sure that you are in control of this spot. That's going to be the letter that will mess you up if you're going to get messed up. Which you're not. I didn't put that out there. I didn't put that out there. You're going to do great. Okay, so this I says I because the next two letters are consonants. This I says I because the next two letters are consonants. AY says A at the end, our new reading hack for the day. First syllable, yim, yim. Putting yim on the shelf. Next syllable, plim, plim. Putting those two together. Yim plim, yim plim. Starting with the P, pay. Yim plim pay. Yep, that L is the hard part. Yim plim pay. If you got that, I just want to send you congratulations. You have to tell me if you got that one. Yim plim pay. That was a doozy. Yim, wow. Almost, you're kind of with me. If you're almost, I'm an almost girl too, because that one almost got me. Wise, amazing. Better than the teacher. Well done. Well done, my friends. Hopefully, you have learned now that when you hear A at the end, you're going to spell it with an AY, but that's mostly for spelling class. For reading class, when you see AY at the end, you're going to say A, right? AY at the end says A. That knowledge is now yours to keep forever. Congratulations on being amazing. Have a good rest of your night. Bye, everybody.